is 5:35. 27th of August. And this is a work session of the Design Review Commission to review potential changes to guidelines. No official action is taken at this time.
Bob Hamilton.
Here.
Mark Reynolds, Brett Ganser, Keith Crockett, Cindy Neely, John Fleck, here.
You want to start with the service yards and industrial buildings? Sure.
That's probably the easiest one. This one, the previous ones we reviewed were in a three.
Right.
Three book.
You basically have an introduction to Bob.
Yeah. But we still should read through everything, we'll just get rearranged.
I'm fine with that open paragraph, but that's great.
I'm trying to make this.
The chapter organization, what?
Yeah.
What is that?
If you look at.
Okay, well, to see that.
This section you want, it's within this.
Within
the
this
chapter.
content, yeah. Okay.
And that's what that 88 is, because that's gonna be the chapter
That's
number.
the chapter number.
I just use 88 because it's the widest number, and so 88 fits any two-digit number that we use with them.
Yeah, hopefully won't be going, two digits.
We're gonna be here forever, we can.
For all the definitions,
So yeah, it's just, this gives us some organization to each.
Yeah.
Chapter, or whatever we want to call them.
oh, okay, the I got it, not with the definitions.
And if you're on the computer, you click on it, it's a link to each one. And I think about my plan, you should go from these two that taking materials out of all of them thing. Or definition.
Section one was, it's fine, really, very good. I really like having the introduction, each section like that, it really puts a context around things.
What explains the goal, I think.
Yeah, what we're trying to accomplish.
The only difference this from the books is instead of saying done locate service areas next to lagoons, it now says parks or open space.
Yeah.
Previously it just said lagoon. Which is not even on the map. No, not just saying, same things, except for C, I didn't mention anything about, but I'm not C, obviously mentioned to avoid that. Doesn't say that.
like that, you can go higher than 60, you know, pretty,
If it's in
if
years,
it's part of the structure.
you know, like Dollar General, whatever
Yeah.
it is now. It's part of the building.
Was it second, 13? Consider it.
On fencing, I'm gonna put a diagram on how to do that, but what it is, you look at the elevation of the fence. And any gaps in there is what you take out to figure out how much of it is transparent, so. Instead of your fencing, if it's like that, would be basically 100% okay. But it's when you look at it in elevation views, how it's calculated.
I know when you try to keep like a page space.
More than that, because I think I have to get a machine.
Really,
the fence.
it's leading to fencing.
Yeah, it's 80%, so if it's 80% or greater opaque, then it's a. Because even like a solid wood fence, there's still gaps.
Yeah, to be that, just,
But that's 80% or greater, so,
Yeah, I like referring to the other chapters.
yeah, that way we don't duplicate.
Yeah.
And find out what that. And again, that's what you links once you send it with full.
Because that's where the materials actually come in.
Mhm. Did I mention that? No, I'm not sure.
Yeah, but those two items, these nine, they're under materials.
Yeah, under materials. G3 about the hedges would be kind of a change, because in, but books it says hedges could be used to screen service areas, although that's not a really. It's not
Yeah, I
really
like this, I mean, you know, we really want something that's more durable
Mhm.
than that, but the idea of using them to
Screen.
further soften the impact.
Yeah. These hedges are not like screen volume, and short amount of time. No, I know it's almost.
Yeah, I was looking at ballers before.
We didn't mention that before, I know we talked about it.
Yeah, that's a good vision.
Mhm.
makes sense to do one thing, you look at five.
No, I think that should be recommended now. For bollards?
No,
Huh.
there are eight surface.
Oh, I would recommend it.
Well, it should be required, if it's a dumpster on wheels. You get a roll, I mean,
Yeah, a lot of them currently aren't closed. You go find condos,
you don't fire a grand, don't have to be, you can get it, with something in the local.
what was it, where's out?
We don't press.
Right. I think we got recommended and.
Yeah.
You gotta ask, they can have more.
That's, I understand.
Mhm.
If you're looking at sort of, you know, like a B and B or something like that.
That's another one, right, but I don't know. if it's-
Also,
I mean, this is where
Oh,
all
it's
the
fine,
inside,
it's just it's required.
it's not contracted. I mean.
you should probably check on that.
All right, that's.
Really wrong, but
Ron, Don,
I think you just get a plan that, so.
The town's, let's say, it's, would probably be taken off.
Yeah.
Not, I think it's really like, but we.
Yeah.
Just so that we're not ignoring you, we're aware.
Oh, no.
We're,
We gotta wait till fourth. Wow.
oh, it's true, yeah. We're on the floor. So. So completely to get approval, we're almost done with the first one, so.
you can't start until 6 p.m.
Yeah,
Casey, do you know if Doug Filler is happy to pay for the town regs? I put a note that I check that, but I don't think so either, but Sean thought it might be, so that's why I'm looking.
Yeah, like you said, it could be just a phrase that we had.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I've looked at downstairs stuff pretty recently. The code enforcement looking at downstairs, I don't remember that being part of it,
okay.
but I could be wrong. I have like,
I'll
if
search
you
it.
find something, yeah. There's
I'll
lots of
search
the
it.
code that eludes me sometimes.
No, I-
We take you
they should be, but
yeah,
it's better.
I talked to somebody, they were, it was, we planned to the most people, some.
It's on little.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, look at those houses
Small.
on the ground.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think at some point you can. Grab something. Or a computer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, when you get all those,
Cause it does need to be cleaned up, and then nobody goes this one.
I love having these pictures. I mean, they just,
Well, before we go past this one, do you have another one we should put in here? Instead of this plan?
If you want to, what we did for quick read.
Okay. Cause if we have a better one, we can have this one and then another one,
or we could have a couple.
cause this one's a really expensive one.
Yeah. So we have to combine it, too.
If it's more than they put from a
She
building,
said you have, the gates and.
it doesn't have dates,
It doesn't have green gates either.
yeah.
Or if it's in the van gate either.
Those are two,
Mhm. Yeah, if you have another one, that'd be a good one to put in.
oh, we can see.
Use
if
it as an
we can
example.
find something.
I can retract it so that somebody else doesn't claim copyright on
It seems to, we had one from one of our
We had a couple different.
different people come in with them.
it, you know, I mean, are there any good ones that?
Yeah.
This is a very nice one,
Yeah, I like construction.
better than making a wood provides building,
Okay,
no, that's a nice one.
this was actually pretty decent too, but I don't think this week, maybe you see what it's doing.
You're right, that, there is open on the sign.
So, oh, also,
You say it's on something, but,
Not out there.
you know.
I mean, this one, two actually, where,
Oh, really?
yes, there's that maybe that one.
And it breaks it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no,
I mean, you,
rest of the
it's made out of wood, and he wants in,
He's gonna.
Yeah.
he's getting in.
he opens the gate out my dad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they could, you know.
He'll open your car door.
Yeah, that's done, I think.
I don't know, this top one, should replace with a feather light and kind of freak, because they've got a nice looking one, this one,
I like them, but we were.
the top right one. Saying I'm replacing that one, but a different one, you might be.
Yeah.
But I can't think of any other trash ones that.
They have a housing like that.
Yeah.
So,
But do we know any other house ones, like here, or something?
Questions, how.
And if not, obviously not.
Is this from down,
There's another one, it's.
That's it, then you go, it's like, whatever you want. Is it there, this one?
It's just, it's built differently.
Okay, we'll be done.
we have a drawing of the flats.
Years
I
ago.
know we have that.
You guys can make that, I'll look at it, too.
So,
Yeah, like people.
on the left side of the house,
I'll look this. Alright. Okay.
on the street.
I don't know if these can see.
I think it's great showing.
Yeah, I don't know that I like the lefty class when enough to show this,
Well, it,
recommended in the terms of the drawing.
you get into the. You know, the features has got metal folks,
You know,
got, metal gate.
I could have modified it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
And I didn't try to see if this would work.
You know that one?
That's a good one. Yeah, that's what I-
Uh-huh.
Whoever knows the picture of the bear standing up, pushing it down the road,
I
Yeah,
mean, I don't do that.
that would be cool. I mean, I think. I think this is fine, you just, need those couple of. minor edits.
Well, right now, I've been working on this, we'll click the list button, it does a little pop up or it'll populate.
Based on that, I'll check that.
Uh-huh.
Just for the record, peak process is also present.
We're looking for these right now.
Oh, okay.
Are you got more copies?
Pass the
Yeah, I
minimum
can't
stack
work.
copy. I have, here's the driveway, walkways and pathways.
Oh, okay. It's, yeah. Yeah. Well. You still need to. Read through this.
Wow, these are great positions. I'm gonna add a diagram that visually shows where the sidewalk is versus walkway versus, so,
Okay.
those, what's it, even off the.
And then need a new correction section.
Yeah.
Still has.
Yeah, so I will.
I think, I like the organization where we. Definitions, things that apply to everything and then.
Yeah, I like the alternative areas first.
Yeah. And then when neither of these have specific ones, it seems to apply to
We
the.
we had our concrete spec and then we take good examples.
I don't have any photos of it. That's one I'm missing.
And we used to more than, bicycle.
You got any photos?
Oh, that was a stack, it's gonna be a stack concrete, I don't know if there's
The stamp study.
any. Done, yes, we are, we can picture that.
Yeah, I love it.
You know, we-
I could take a picture of the one behind you, which. It looks, maybe he did use colored concrete, didn't look like that when he was posting, but it's. It's a lighter, it's probably real light, hell.
So it actually comes out of the bit darker, and you use the specs, oh, these specs.
Well, I knew that, it looks a lot darker when you put it down, it lightens up.
Yeah, but they put that release for the salt, to release the salt.
Yeah.
And it makes the grooves darker.
My part looks good.
Yeah.
And then you seal it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, yeah, photos of that, that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Do you have any commercial patio photos?
Yeah, pretty good, personally, we have it. Unless I can get, yeah, there's a place there, we got one in the back.
Right. But you might put. Maybe Valley. With the river.
Picture again,
Yeah.
they have a patio stuff.
So,
Possibly. One of those versions.
Okay, and then on our schedule,
That's service bucket. That's a good part of the several between the two buildings.
Yeah.
That's not, that's more of a driveway.
that's like, you're around.
I'm not remember all of that. It's just money.
well, this is the one that's like, we're gonna just review these two language.
Okay.
Work session.
So we're pretty much happy with these, the only real comment on the service yard and dumpsters. or within the season, there's better drive around for the unit that's drawing.
Yeah,
And then we're gonna confirm that, paved surface, if it's required by town code for dumpster, then we'll change the word recommended to required.
Yeah.
Those are the only two.
no, I say recommend right now. I mean,
Yeah, it says recommended now.
That's what you might do first.
Everything else we're fine with, still a little bit of, we'll add a diagram and add a diagram.
Fine, we're not finished.
Yeah, driving, walkers, but everything else.
You know, so you know, it's based on the liquids or the powder.
Oh,
Powder, okay, that was clear on there.
Yeah.
Powder of.
But they have this factory,
Right on.
they must say, it's John's Field, and I know a lot of their colors are different. Look over the some people, yeah, and Jones will have to get a little extra support. And a lot of their colors are different. It's right. And I'm assuming
We
what
should, yeah, figure out what,
the difference is between, we pretty much tell you, Georgetown color,
Right.
have that stuff. Yes, but the tax spec is expect for you to have thinking. If you don't think five, you should
so
know.
we should, well, we can, I mean, look at, you would. Do both.
Hey, Bob, where is it?
Just you never check with the guy. You
Yeah, you can find out that.
you start contact with.
Perfect.
It is now 6 o'clock. August 27th,
You wanna close the work session and then you start.
and I would like to close the work session. And, open the regularly scheduled, design review meeting.
Contract.
And, we have attendance
Bob Hamilton,
here.
Mark Reynolds, Brent Panzer.
Here.
Pete Crossett,
Here.
Cindy Neely,
Here.
Sean Clay.
Here.
Do I have, agenda approval? Anybody have any changes to the agenda?
I'm gonna do the three agendas.
All those in favor?
I second. Aye.
Any opposed? Done with police. Audience business, members of the audience will have 5 minutes to present any matter of concern to the commission. No official action will be taken at this time. Do you have anybody here that's not on the agenda? Introduce yourself and
My name is Dawn Hinson, and I'm at 2025 Iron Drive, down by the lake. And I was here July 23rd in regards to fence. And it has come to my attention that it's that I have changed what I submitted. And the only thing I changed was what you required was the metal 8 feet from the house out. And then I proceeded with the cedar wood that I
it
said,
was on the original.
and I have,
That's fine, that's.
that's 8 feet, the wood cedar that I submitted I would do.
Mhm.
That's what you changed on my application that I needed because the fire code had went into effect. And it's under, Kathy seems to think I violated it.
Just to be clear, I think that the change was substantial, that it should be reviewed by the DRC. You said hog wire is what you're proposing for the metal, right?
Right. And we went over that on the 23rd about how what,
What's the height on that fence?
it was 5 foot. And that's the hard wire, isn't it? Should somebody approve the neighbors? And then it's 6 foot. And somebody approved the neighbors and the concrete slab. That's what I thought you said, because I wrote it down. I wrote everything down.
Use it down on, so,
Correct.
anything,
I will, if that's what you require me,
yeah, we don't want shiny,
then painting is what I'll do. Cause I've been doing khaki, the whole wire thing, you with my work, but if that's what you need me to do.
well, that's. Never building code,
No.
no, the metal.
Well, the metal's good.
Metal. That's what's driving that, that's not us, that's.
That's fine.
The fire code.
The fire code, yes.
Yeah.
That went into effect July first.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know how I violated it.
You haven't violated it,
They haven't.
we just needed you to come back, that's all.
I sent a picture and it was a hog mark, like I said I would.
Let's paint it out all the time.
Is that what I would do, be in the feet, yes, sir.
Yeah, was like.
Yeah, I don't want it, I don't want it to look like an acres. Seriously, I mean, I'm not big on anybody. Yeah, that's that.
I think that's what we requested, once you decided what you were doing.
Yes, and I, emailed Jackson what I was doing.
You got it, Brian. It's all done.
I think we need.
It wasn't specified on the COA and I wasn't here for that.
It says in the stipulation that, I must consult in the wildfire code, and I did so. And it turns
And
to
this-
be agreed
this-
upon.
This solution and this.
Or it's email.
And that was fine.
Okay, good.
So you're,
Once painted.
so we'll reflect
I'll
that,
paint the
reflect that
post.
as notes that we're good to go and,
Yeah, we got it, no stuff.
and should probably outline the whole location, what I'm looking for.
Okay, so,
Roll it together, make it.
Let's see.
Yeah, the hog line in the town could black, usually black.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have pre-finish.
well, it's already there.
okay, so do I need to paint the hot wire now as we stand, or just?
It's already there.
It's already there. Fairly-
Does Ross County?
It's for-
It's Ross right next to the hat.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's Russ, alright, it's just a shiny metal.
Rust is very,
Yeah, Russ is fine.
Okay, so just the poles,
Anything's fine.
anything shiny, now it's on my sweater neck barrel.
oh, thank you very much. for coming back.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You bet.
Okay, It's approval. Everybody have line for,
No,
for the audience with this section. And you want minutes approval from the August 13th meeting? I looked these over, you're not having any problems.
No, that's the right one. I would move that we.
I will second.
All those, in favor?
I,
Any opposed? Minutes are approved. The action items. Mr. Longton here? Would you come up and tell us what you want to do here?
One for the,
we need to get seats, because.
Yeah, you can move one of the comfortable chairs out here. Actually, so it's not bad, it's only 5 minutes.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, it's, I'd like to put a shed up, on our house, it's the. There's, in the back of the house there. Just like waiting house, running some more stuff there up there. And, do some pictures, some historic pictures of a structure that was back there at one part, even after the resolution, but. It was ended enough, and it was a really slow check, but.
And the material was what?
Would, you know,
You say store pizza doesn't qualify for wildfire code, so we find that.
what is the,
120.
120?
If you're 120 or greater, then you gotta be fire resistant.
Or,
So the picture, is this already here or?
So that is actually my boss currently has that shed.
Okay, so
They're
they're-
the ones who are looking back, but
That is that, yeah.
that's that, but yeah.
That you said you're going to do? Yeah.
Yeah, we moved it from my boss yard and put it back. The,
Or you're gonna move, so that is the shed.
yeah,
Oh,
That's regular.
that exact one, yes. And the color is kind of hard to see in the printout, at least from where I'm sitting on, but the colors of course a little bit lighter than I've seen, from which, for what it's worth, kind of, more closely matched the color of the house.
So if you plan, maybe start with Chinese.
Sure.
Yeah. Paint bright enough, you know.
Okay.
Oh.
There you go. I just bought something better one.
If we're looking at yours,
Yeah, so,
You won't see it.
you won't see it.
no, the basement of it, is fully behind the house. I don't think you can see it unless you start walking up that.
Right, unless you want to, or see what's what you said. It's right up.
Anybody else have any questions?
Welcome to Georgetown.
So yeah,
I think we met last weekend.
right, yeah, talking about the board meeting.
Now you have one today, that's, we did, said to you before, one day. Super fine, historic.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's very lucky, one of the true gems.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, we filled out a copy of the mining belt, the mineral belt.
Mineral belt.
Yes, and.
yeah, yes, which was.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, family that is,
Yeah.
and, yeah. Yeah. It's history for one side, for the fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
Secretary Berlin?
Right.
Look through. If we look at these books, you'll understand whether they're region and family. I mean, if we're actually not redoing them as much as reorganized.
They're modernizing some of the.
Our
some of the-
schools for not only the applicants, but even simplest for us.
Yeah, they read through book two.
Page 91.
The whole thing?
Not the whole thing.
They-
It's not our selection, you know, no, it's not, yeah, so.
Yeah.
We're on the issue, it's supposed to, you know, a non-starter.
Yeah, well. I understand, so but someone who is new to the town, the most interesting book is the book that's not read. Which is book one, because it explains the whole background of why they have these guidelines in. Book frustration. Book, two, for explaining on new accessory structure. A, locating accessory structure to the rear of the lot. And B, constructing accessory structure that is subordinate in size and character of the primary structure. And, B1. While the roof line does not have to match the house, to its best, it does not vary significantly, and it doesn't because they what's the roof? Shed.
She, that's all she.
And B2. And C. D, the range of building materials.
What it was there, it's the D.
D, D and T1. And E maintains single detailing, non-accessory structures.
That was E1.
That is E, and then there's E1, 28 detailing, it's input. And the E to avoid details to be operated, the rest of them is. You don't have to do that. No. And that's every single one of that, and that's what we need.
Lots. There's a vote. And you need to know stipulations.
That's the thing. That's the stipulation, I think, I want to see.
It sounds like it's all good. Just need to move in.
It's not a trust fund, but it's already in the backyard.
I'll, wait for approval here and then.
Yeah.
Wrap it up. Yeah, put it on that, put it up.
Fine.
And so I would move that we approve the application for, 615 Second Street for accessory structure shed as presented.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Initial question, there's like a lean-to metal shed, right beside of our house. Are there, I haven't used one before, so, but are there little moving things? Like, if we wanted to, I don't like it where it's, but I know if we move that up behind the house, that. What it was like?
Is it a portable structure?
No, I'll say pull it down into the village. And,
Steps that you have to consider. So that's more of a land use question. I think the PRC, as long as you have a answer the front. You can be in the back.
yeah.
They're probably.
Actually, probably, yes,
So when you make that decision, just come chat.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Thank you.
You'll have, well, I can sign these right now.
No, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, most of the bills I already got off the road.
That was digital copy that.
Yeah. The only digital copy on the stand, it's all digital.
The stipulation is as presented, it's like, you get from that as presented, because then, I mean, our stipulations. But they created something, I mean.
Well, that's, you know, the exciting, so.
Right, but on your certificate, is that, like, any stipulations, yes, have to be, that is.
Okay, well, here, you give us tomorrow.
Okay, great.
Yes. No, I think it's gonna be a little bit far to get it.
Right,
Thanks, thanks so much.
Once you check my, once it's there,
We'll try that when we get home. You see if it actually works on Mike.
yeah. Is it? I listed it on.
Yours is Windows.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
what.
Windows and.
That might be.
We're Apple also.
We're not on the lines?
They're not on lines? So it's only different language.
Okay, next on the agenda is. Newspaper file.
Replacing the unit on the back, lower back section of the utility useless. To say it's in.
Yeah, this is as we discussed on.
Yeah, we discussed.
That's awesome.
My question, and the son refuses and thought that also, refuse myself. I think that people have forum anyway, but that is the attitude still goes with it.
Yes, recusing yourself does not eliminate the form, you just can't vote.
That's right, and I would also refuse myself that after this, Vice Chancellor should not be required not to mention, but still. That's not.
Do we have? Any side? The only reason we would have a review of this is because it's a change in material. It would already be just a single site.
The metal roof with propane.
That, right?
Right. Not having propane.
Should go on with that. Should do.
We find six, maybe see. We, they are to be reused. Metal roof should be applied in each on a manner that is not distract from the historic appearance of the building. Yes. Is it earth tone? Okay. And that's the one. And where is it then?
Yes.
That's E2. In the edge of the same metal roof with the downward edge of the roof and have a very slight overhang.
Yes.
That's E3.
What was the second thing you said there?
Roof should be a thin profile, which is D2.
We're sure.
Page 82. Or anything else at 82. Physical samples of any metal roofing must be provided to the URC. We won't put the, but I don't think we ever actually require that.
But it says years ago.
Yeah,
When,
or if it's different than seeds and. That's good.
I think we should change that one from last,
Yeah.
something, maybe unfortunately, yeah, maybe we'll put on. But right now, it's 7 months.
They're remote.
What do you like? We go look at the signing between.
Sorry, second. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? There you go. You still vote on it. I'm starting to done by tomorrow morning.
Okay. See if I get things back to you tomorrow. Great.
That completes our action items, under discussion items, guideline reform act. Since we have two that are more or less done, there's a couple minor tweaks here and there. Should we plan on going and just making a presentation to the board of selectmen on what we're doing, and we can show a couple of examples if there are concurrence that.
I have you on the agenda for September 8th, if you'd like to do that one.
No, I want to be,
You want to do September 22nd then?
that way we could get the ones that we did last week, and we could get, yeah, we'll have maybe half a dozen that'll be in shape, I think.
So you want them to be on the agenda for approval? No discussion?
No, just kind of like the first reading type of thing. This is what we're doing. If they concur with it, then we're gonna continue through and we'll get their input on how they would like to see it,
Okay,
wanna wait till
discussion.
we have.
Presentation discussion.
Um, update on the gazebo. I've been working on that with,
Well, I'm glad my reform that. What are our next steps? What are we doing next? What do we have to put down? So there's why I apologize, I never wrote down this. Very cool.
Bert sent out the schedule.
I
Well,
said
sort of.
we printed it. And I've been fine.
I didn't reprint the schedule.
Because we have worked on, because we worked on, horses on the census. And we worked on,
He's working on fences, which I should have done this week, service areas and dumpsters to look at, driveways, sidewalk, driveways, walkways and patios.
we were told to we just have,
Those are in
in the final shape,
yeah,
but
where the sun shoots.
we have also worked on the horses on these nets.
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
And we have worked on fences, walls and,
Gates.
gates, and we also. Did we work on one other?
Roofing materials, gutters and satellites.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah, we've done 5 of the,
I got the status on the other 3, on porches and. Roofing materials, gutters for skylights
And bases.
do we want to bring up that? And porches and with the right on the end, that, we haven't done a final.
We have not done a final. We've done version 1, which is still,
yeah, we've
which
done,
is the first one.
yeah, and then once we get the stuff we discussed last week incorporated, then we'll know, we get those, get them close to final.
Yeah, so do we? Do we want to do that before the 22nd?
Yeah, I think,
We're close enough, I think we should.
I think we should too.
I think we should focus on that before the 22nd,
So we have 5 of them at the 22nd to
that are supposed to be,
close to, because that at least puts us. You know, that's a substantial step on the ladder. So how are we proceeding with the 3 that,
I'm working on that date, if we set a date to review them,
yes, so let's set the date.
that gives me a deadline
want to review it on the 8th?
on a Sunday.
Well, that's the board meeting, so I can't. You can't
Oh,
do
okay,
it
what's the next DRC? There's a DRC meeting in there around there.
It's the
the
next
10th.
year, so
You wanna do the 10th? Sure.
Sure, okay, then let's plan for these 3 on September 10th. Porches on decks, fences and walls, roofing materials, the last one I have on any of those is dated, the roofing materials I have dated the 23rd.
You know, we looked at it we looked at it on the
Yeah,
24th.
we've been through all of these once.
Yes, but I mean, the last what copy I have.
Oh, I have not sent a new roofing materials yet.
Okay, and you have not sent a new fences
Correct,
or a new porch.
correct.
So
Because I had not produced them.
sometime between now and the 10th, we will get those
Yes,
from you.
yes.
Alright, I'm just trying to get the process straight. So we will expect sometime, we will have those so we can come, and I was trying to. Do a work session in front of the meeting.
I don't know, for these 3, we're gonna need more than just 30 minutes to an hour.
Yes.
You want to try to do it on an alternate night? I don't care.
I don't
be here.
You won't be,
I will be here. I will be
Yeah,
back. So,
but we will need to have the rest of us be here. So.
yeah, I can send any comments on it.
yeah,
I mean, these are, we've already been through.
we've already done a first review.
So this is just basically like a final reading and.
Well, the
Right.
fences, walls and gates have 3 format and the 3 to the 1 book, so that's,
Yeah, but the
we
meat
have-
of it is all
Fair
there.
enough
Yeah.
to on the,
What's the third one? Purchase items that expense as well as dates and
Where's Michelle said,
Roofing materials, gutters, and
and Mariah, should we still start class tonight?
how about, the Monday night ahead of that, because Tuesday night, board is here,
27th,
it's,
is that Labor Day?
oh, it is.
It is
Labor
Labor Day.
Day. That, maybe, that's not good, so how about the Wednesday?
Although I'm not going to work on Labor Day.
That'd be the first Wednesday? No.
That's the second Wednesday.
So
That's the 9th.
that won't be a parking lot.
Thursday is Parks and Rec.
Thursday.
The first Wednesday, Business Promotion Commission has a meeting, but they have an
That's-
morning. So Wednesdays are pretty good, except for the third Wednesday, which is planning.
We said, we wanted to do it these 4 weeks, so to see if it will.
Yeah, so the 9th would be fine, if you wanted to do the 9th.
I don't have a problem with that.
So the Wednesday, the ninth,
No,
at 6 o'clock.
never time can. That's usually the easiest for me.
Hmm?
That's usually the easiest for me.
So if we do 6 p.m. and we're going to do those 3.
Mhm.
Okay, and then the presentation on the, with us on the 27th.
Yes.
Yeah, but we will know at least we had those 5 that. And I don't know if we want to ground on all 5 of them, or we want to use one sample to show this is the way we're organizing and going. But we can.
We could attach,
Mhm.
you know, all 5 if we have them, you know.
Oh, yeah, attach all 5, that's like 50 pages.
Yes, but, you know, I think what we're trying to do is explain to them what we're doing, not necessarily having them review the detail of it at this point.
Right, I would recommend that you do a presentation with just one, and then when you're ready to actually present, let them do a work session ahead of time, and then take an action at the meeting after the work session. when-
Correct, yeah, that is really, that's a much better process, yes, that would absolutely, correct that. Because on the 22nd, we'll really just introduce them to them.
Yeah, I think at that point, we, in the introduction, we talked about what we would try to do is, by and large, we're not really changing anything other than the format. Except for specific, and you'll highlight any specific changes.
Right. And it's virtually. It's very difficult, though I'm sure that Brent can figure out how to do it. It's very difficult to say, here is this, and this thing moved here, and that thing moved here.
Yeah,
and this thing
yeah,
moved
that's
here.
basically
That would
impossible.
take a lot of time.
It's just an impossible topic,
It
so,
would be difficult.
So we were just highlighting
yes,
the you know, take our word for it. You gotta do, you know, the content is the same except for, you know, we're allowing tracks or something like that.
You don't have to take our work, we print side by side and. It's just in a completely different format.
Yeah, I mean, you would be
I
able
think
to.
for simplicity, we should make a memo that says, these are the substantial changes that have been made, otherwise it's just.
Yeah, everything, you can say we correct,
but I think for
but
our.
the initials,
So then we don't want to get
No.
hung up on a change.
Right,
yeah,
that will be
for
further.
to understand what we're trying to do format wise, why we're doing it. And so we're not really presenting all of it. We might have one of them that's sort of a sample. But we're not going to get into what the one of them actually says.
So really are no substantial changes to what we've been putting.
right,
No,
Any change is substantial in this case, because it's they're adopting all of it, so.
Oh, they didn't understand the law part, but we adopted it.
Well, we had to adopt that, so.
That they didn't understand me.
You keep it, I would say, you know, would be nice, but. I,
Well, I think.
think,
That's-
Okay,
so.
so,
We will decide if we're not. We don't have this Bob from the media.
Well,
Who are these strange people? Oh, Dave.
you brought a date,
Are you on the Zoom?
you brought Mr. Clinton.
Hey, I wanna make our house into a New England lighthouse.
Perfect.
Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Absolutely. If it's like, built like a fucking Victorian style.
It has to have a Fresno lens in it.
Shine right your hospital.
It must, why don't we, so we're set on where we're going with the guidelines.
Yeah.
Work session on the 9th. So, no, whatever,
9 at 6 p.m.
yeah, the 9th, and then, we'll first page board select on the 22nd, that one, good. Zero update, the engineering, the architectural, and the RFP are coming together. Expecting to have that turned over to the town for them to do a review and finalize, next month. That's what I worked out with Tom this morning. He's getting close.
Is the RFP ready to go when we have the actual drawings ready?
Yeah. I mean, subject to any last minute tweaks, because there's a whole lot. I've seen it before, but it, be ready to go. Excel update,
We met, Bob and I met the architectural team, that it is architectural and historical team. That's from WJ. Who are doing the assessment of the building. Are bringing a structural assessment up to date. We met them at 9 o'clock this morning, they told me to show up to come up the door. Yeah, but, yeah, the team knew exactly what they were at and had all the materials from the former. And that, you know, we just on a regular basis, and so that is underway. And, that's the, and we can write we have Seagulls now, the temporary construction easements are under consideration for HCI. Building county and the town question. For the bypass. Project, so that's where we are, Realists, Territory, New Jersey.
Big Horn Crossing, I don't know anything new there.
Craig is due back here, but for revised plan, who knows that,
Yes,
okay?
he also is. He doesn't have it scheduled yet, but he says he's gonna be doing asphalt or like the chip and seal in the parking lot in the areas that you can previously like.
Would be accomplished.
Up to the park basically.
608 First Street.
That's what.
Oh, what up on the hill?
Right,
So that's just on our list.
Church man and there's that,
Yeah.
you know, anything about how that came out? And we take a look at how that came out.
I can try. She's really never been interested in anything with us, so.
Yeah, well, you know. We. Probably. We were all.
National Register District, I don't know that that's.
Well, the one that we applied for is still in limbo, but partially because of all of the discussion of section 106 revisions. On that note, the town board did pass a resolution, to take a position on change of regulations in the enforcement of section 106. That would limit, the consultation, and that,
resolution is being sent to our, federal, representatives. It will also be sent to our state representative and to our attorney general office. With the attorney generals nationwide, they want to discuss.
The local register, I didn't have anything on that. New brand, that was the, how people were about it. Not really working on that. Sorry, people like, is that the new report today? In SML, that's the development dollar appraisal,
Yes,
is that still coming or they?
we're coming. We just received a memo from our planning and zoning consultants today about, actually yesterday, about next steps. So I don't expect you to see them soon, but probably this year.
Are these some coming in 2 stories, and this one was 2 stories?
It's 35 feet tall, so I think so, but I'm not sure on some of the stories.
Casey, one of the things that I, just recently mentioned to, town administration is that when we did the gateway plan, there is a plan for lights and sidewalk on that side street. It was not constructed because there was no knowledge of what development might be, so you had no idea where your entrance and exits were.
They're aware of that plan.
Okay, are they, because I don't know that, can anybody put their hands on the actual lighting thing?
The
street
lighting plan, I know that I have seen the gateway plan that includes sidewalks, the lighting stuff in the gateway master plan.
Well, the gateway master plan was just sort of show us the picture, but the lighting plan said this is where you would put the streetlights on the opposite side of the street. It's a very specific location.
I haven't seen that, so.
Okay, so we have, it's talking about. And if you can find it, THK is one who did it,
Okay.
and I suspect their files. Will.
Thirty posts. What is that on?
We kept it with her, you know, considering when you put down this, but, I think that we will still keep an eye on.
It's on the discussion list, not the demolition by neglect.
Doesn't need to be on August.
Right.
Doesn't need to be on August, yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, it's got a COA, so we would expect something to happen,
right,
so we watch that and then.
so we watch that.
So,
Yeah, I think his plans are to drop, like at least dry it in.
yeah, we were, meeting with. 605 Arlington. Is that the,
That's long enough.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the cabin behind the post office.
oh, yeah,
I put that on there to remind myself.
And
I
that's
see
the,
them there every once in a while. They just, once in a while, there'll just be people in there.
They recently had, I think they got towed, they parked the cars in their own private street over there.
if they get told they have to, you know,
We have to.
What's the next?
It's illegal.
is there a time on that? Do you like that done? Otherwise, we'll, take action.
I have to go look, I sent it a long time ago, probably.
Let's see.
Then the other demolition by neglect. 704 Fourth Street, that's,
The barn,
they were working on that. Was that what they were working on? But it's still.
that's something that, no, I.
Okay, that's all right. Oh, it's not even, that's not.
Yeah, yeah, it's too, no. the roof is completed. But we checked the remaining portions of the roof and there is no basement. Which, that's. And it's scratched, so it's got to be. Okay, so that means that you watched. For the next year or two, it's gonna be. The siding that needs to be put back on the back side of it. They asked if we could postpone that and right now. Just because the timing funds. I think we're okay with that, the main thing is to do, to the roof, I think. So that would mean that Oscar then we'll see them, but I think probably should at some point. And we'll, we will, there are some things that we. Yeah, I'm sure you have anything. Yeah, it's on my list. To follow up on. But you want me to do another project, we can do that. Yes. I just pushed through that I wanted to roof down before we do that one and put siding, so, yeah. That was the most important thing. Yeah, the most important thing in the system. But yeah, I think we move from the motion. Yeah.
One thing that we should probably have on our radar is. Our design guidelines go as far as, our character areas go as far as. On the street, 22nd Street, and Lee Bridge. We should look at. Extending them to. Include all the platted town buffer. As a minimum. What we need to.
I think that would be a part of the changes in the guidelines.
Yeah, that's what I think we should look at. Look at where our guidelines say on the character areas, because they don't cover the whole. They don't cover all of Georgetown. But our authority does cover everything within the town.
For some things, yes.
Yeah.
For character area guidelines, you don't have any guidelines for some areas, so
Right.
there's nothing enforceable for that kind of stuff.
Well, what we're saying,
We're saying-
we should extend the character there, how everything was platted. The platted town is smaller than the actual town.
Right.
And but we don't even have, we don't have coverage over. Pieces of the platted town.
Do you think it makes sense to create a character area that is something like parks, like the zoning? That area is zoned as parks and open space.
I think we need to look at what we,
What it is, so
what
it's,
the requirements, are likely to be.
Yeah, I, obviously it's up to you guys, but I don't know if any of the character areas that are like residential or mixed use make sense for the lake,
Yeah.
Makes sense to me, you have a separate guideline character area for parks and open space.
yeah, but it could only go a little way for it, which was just going on.
What? I think you know,
Because there are another set of regulations that take over. Outside flag area. All of that is on the outside flag area.
do you think that conflicts with your authority?
I think that has an authority, it's longer, it's enough.
That's, I think that's the question we need to get answered and clarified, so that it's clear what what you can do, what you can't do.
The RMPP essentially limits the land to recreation or public purpose. That's what RMPP is,
Yes, but there are structures that could be built out there, and there are structures.
Parking lots,
So
any
you could
public
weigh
use
in on-
thing,
Right,
there should be some kind of guideline for that.
exactly. So the use is already limited, but your discretion over the architecture of any structures built for those uses doesn't exist right now, so. If we were to
public
change
purpose
the,
is very tightly defined. Until we need to.
But I mean, we don't need to get into a discussion on it, just, that's something we as part of our guideline review and update, we need, I think that's a whole that needs to be taken care of. Anybody have anything else?
You want to make an official acknowledgement for the massage?
Sure. We all would love to thank you for all your years of dedication and service. Right, down the street.
How many years?
I don't know. I mean, 10. I think Jonah's already here. When did she say she started?
23 years ago.
23.
Who's John before you?
Donna did my job, and by the way, it still pays the same.
Yeah. We have Sir over, all time shows.
Yes, she did do my job. I don't know if there's somebody between.
You sure you wouldn't like to join the commission as a?
Yeah. So,
Can you find this information number?
see if they come more.
Yes.
Do you have anything about it? Yeah.
What happened to Mark Reynolds? Is he just?
So this is on, but that still leaves us one C.
Yeah, I think we like to give, fill that empty seat and then have at least one alternate.
Right.
They could start.
Seven is a good number for a board. Seven.
Now, 7 is a good number for the board, but we're at 6 right now.
Right.
And, yes, and I pointed out to the board, most specifically, we would like a female member. In order to keep our applicants comfortable. You know, essentially. I like to see
Generally good anyway.
Yes, and we could do what we say, any those situations. Wow. Do you have any thoughts on the 10 years you spent talking about?
Boy, I know that book well.
Should we turn to the,
Really should just get me when we do that book.
Do you want to enter?
so are they motion to do that?
I'll say it.
I agree, everybody agree?
I might,
We're here.
6:51.
You're right, you should have tried to, you sure you don't want to consider maybe, working with the guidelines?
So, I'd rather you stop paying me and I'll